This special bonus episode of Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, recorded with a live audience, is presented by T-Mobile. With T-Mobile's network, you can stay connected to what you love when you're out and about, whether you're listening to podcasts, getting directions, or pretty much doing anything. Panning for gold in a remote area? T-Mobile's there for you. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anybody else. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. They're the largest and fastest 5G network. I got to tell you, Sona, I go crazy. You know me, I'm adventurous.
Yeah.
I like to jump on my mountain bike, go into the wild. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm with T-Mobile. You got to be. It's the only way.
Yeah. If you get lost in the woods.
If I get lost in the woods, which I do all the time, I have no sense of direction. I should stop going into the woods. But when I do, I make sure that I have my T-Mobile coverage. Experience America's largest and fastest 5G network for yourself. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's T-Mobile.com/SEEWHY. Fastest based on median overall combined 5G speeds, according to analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data for Q1 2023. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com. I've lost my mind.
Conan O'Brien, everyone.
Hey, how are you? How are you? I don't know why I have a microphone. Why do they hand me a microphone? This is the smallest room I've ever played.
It feels more professional if we have mics.
I swear to God, I've been in Frogurt shops that are larger than this. Hey, thanks for being here, by the way. This is really nice. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Thank you, One Guy Woo. Last time I was like, you know what? I feel like it's too small in here. Let's increase the capacity beyond the legal fire limit.
Very dangerous.
And they added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They added like 7 seats. But it's incredible. I think this is going to make I think these people are going to make the difference. Yes. Because you in the back, look how entitled you are. We're sitting up on risers. They have to sit in regular plastic seats. I know some of you are shocked and horrified by how I look in person. How you doing? How are you? Have you been to one of these before? Oh, at Largo. You came to that show. That with the last show that I did. Well, it's either the last one or it's the third. Last one's like historic, you know? You're like, I was at Ford's Theater when Lincoln was shot a couple of weeks before. Was Lincoln there? No, but I drove a Lincoln there. You was there the last week. Right, you just wanted to make sure I was really leaving television for good. Patton Oswalt was the guest. Very good. He's going to be a guest soon on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. He's coming up. A lot of great, exciting people coming up on the show. Who's a regular listener? Anybody here regularly listen to the podcast? Oh, that's very nice. Okay, that's great. This is an audio format, so let me explain to the people listening right now. A lot of hands just went up. I wouldn't say every hand in the room, but a lot of hands.
Thousands of hands.
My favorite new thing that happens is I encounter people with that have earbuds in. This happened in New York City, and it's happened walking around in L.A. I encounter people that are wearing earbuds, and they point at the earbuds and say, "I'm listening to you right now." Which is really weird, because then I feel like I'm interrupting myself, which is like a very strange feeling to have. But I ran into a woman in a Whole Foods who flagged me down and said, "I'm listening to you right now." And I said, "What do you think?" And she went, "Eh." She didn't really, but I'm more, comfortable with that kind of feeling. We got a great show today. Very excited about our guest who's on the program. I think you all know who it is. Do they know who it is? Oh, they don't. Okay, it's a surprise. Well, anyway, the last time I spoke to this guest was 20 years ago. So very excited. Yes, very, very excited to see this person. Last time I laid eyes on this guest was 20 years ago in person. So very happy to be seeing them again. You're all now thinking, is it Bob Dole? No, it's not Bob Dole. That's all I'll tell you. You can figure out just from the clue, not Bob Dole. It's like a really bad game of 20 questions. Is it not Bob Dole? All right, well, I can't do this show without well, come on, I could. But no, I really can't do it without my two close friends, my associates. They torment me, but I also love them dearly. And they're part of the magic of our show. So let's bring them out. Right now, I'm talking about Sona Movsesian and Matt Gorley. I'm dancing. Should we have a little seat and chat about things for a second before we get started? Yeah. Okay, wow. Man, I really had the energy whipped up into a frenzy.
Come on, no dead air. We can do this.
Okay, listen, let me just say that you both look fantastic. Thank you for being here. We don't often do this. We don't often do the podcast with an audience, but I like it. I performed in front of audiences for almost 30 years, loved it. I feel I get a lot of energy from it. Sometimes I'm given cocaine after the show. I hope
From the audience?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. What are you talking about? Yes, they would always bring me coke.
Oh, okay.
Who's the Coke Mule today?
Trust me, always in the back. He's a lovely guy. Anyway, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we have a crowd here. And Sona, tell us, how are you? How's your life going?
Everything's good.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have.
Yay! No, I have. There's really nothing. I wish there was. I wish there was some excitement. I mean, my friends keep telling me when they go out, and I don't go out like I used to.
Oh, but you went out in your youth,
Yeah.
and for maybe 10 years that we were working together, you tore it up.
I
mean,
did.
You went out every night and killed it.
Yeah.
And then slept mostly at work the next day.
Yes, I did.
Reeking of rum. And then, but you had your fun. You had your good time.
I did. It's just weird that now I don't do that anymore.
Well, I think Matt Gorley does enough partying for all of
That's
us.
right.
That's pretty clear, right?
No.
Last time we did the podcast in this room, in front of an audience like this, there was a woman who only came here to see you.
Was it the one that I wasn't here or was here?
You were not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you weren't here, and she only came here to see you. And I said, of course, you probably, I said, no big deal. But Matt Gorley's not going to be here today, thinking that it would, not even be a speed bump in the road. This woman was heartbroken.
Maybe she was here to kill me, though. I don't know.
She did have a weapon.
Yeah.
Didn't she yell out Pasadena?
Oh, yeah.
She did.
I think that's her, right?
Wait, I think
Yeah.
I was here for that.
Okay.
No, you were not. You
Oh.
were not here. She was really disappointed. I hone in on a disappointed audience member. When someone's less than pleased with me, this comes from childhood. If someone's slightly less than pleased from me, my skin burns.
Oh.
And so I was quite aware that something was off with the crowd, and I found it. I talked to this woman. I don't know if she ever... And then it turns out she knows where you live.
Not address-wise.
She knew what street you were on. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I told her. I told her exactly, and I said, there says there's an alarm system, but it's not real. They just got the sign.
This is my new mistress.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, she's great.
That's how you met your mistress.
Yes.
She literally came in through the garage. Well, I hope you guys are, hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
As I
we're
said, you're
kinda
important
wearing
cogs in this machine.
Same jacket. We didn't even plan
You
this.
guys
a
are
little
chord
bit.
bros.
Yeah, chord bros.
Two guys in corduroy.
Yeah.
Party.
Yep. Nothing says an exciting night of fun like two middle-aged white guys in corduroy.
Think of the noise we'd make if we hugged.
It's the strangest pickup line I've ever heard.
That's what my mistress said the minute
I know,
she beat
I know.
down the door.
I often say that. Think of the noise we'd make if we hugged. I don't even remember how I used to try and start and chat with ladies back in the day,
You
in my
didn't have
20s.
did you have a line?
I didn't have it. Well, I used to say, I didn't know angels flew so low.
No.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Never did that. The
No.
audience was horrified.
Yeah.
No, I never, ever, ever did anything like that. I'd usually say, this skin will clear up.
Oh, come on.
Science is working on it.
No.
Give me 10 years.
In 10 years, there'll be a drug, and then you'll love me.
That wasn't even your voice. You were just doing that voice?
That was my voice then. I've had several operations since then. No, I didn't have good game. I didn't really have good game. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you use any kind of first line with your wife, Liza, when you met her? Was there any first quip or first...
It's actually, I met Liza when I was shooting a remote in New
Yeah,
York City.
I've seen that.
So it's all on, I mean, you would know better than I would because it was on camera.
Right.
I talked to her. I'm at an advertising agency and I was supposed to shoot a remote there and the cameras are rolling and I just start talking to this woman and very quickly, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not Conan in a remote.
Yeah.
I'm Conan O'Brien saying...
In love.
Well, not yet. No, I'm kidding. I'm Conan O'Brien just saying things like, no, that's really cool. And so your father, oh, okay, I get it. And she's then asking me questions. I'm like, no, I mean, I studied English, but then I also studied history. And my producer was listening with, a headset on. I was like, what is wrong with him? What's going on? Yeah. And so it's now out there. Our kids have watched us meet.
That's
way
pretty
back
amazing.
It's in 2000. We met in 2000. Yeah. And so they've watched us meet. And I don't want to watch it because I remember it. And I know this sounds schmaltzy, but I know that moment was special to me. And I don't want to see it, in a digital format. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's
nice.
Great. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Do you think it's kind of sweet?
Okay.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Such a...
Why can't you just pretend it's sweet?
Isn't it sweet?
I said, isn't it sweet?
It's sweet.
I like
It's sweet.
bullying them into. I bullied them into it. Isn't it kind of romantic?
It's so sweet.
All right, we got to get going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got time.
What? Don't you think so? I don't know.
No, let's do it.
This
is exciting.
I am excited. Last time I chatted with our guest today was 20 years ago.
Wow.
And she has gone on to such great things, done just fine without me.
Some say better.
Yeah, my guest today is a Grammy award-winning singer-songwriter whose 10th studio album, Chemistry, is out on June 23rd. She's also headlining a 10-night Las Vegas residency beginning July 28th. I am thrilled, really thrilled she's here today. She is such a mind-boggling talent. Kelly Clarkson, welcome.
Hi, my name is Kelly Clarkson, and I feel honored and super cheesy because I love Conan about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. That's very nice. And I will warn you, Kelly, it's apparently not a very sentimental crowd tonight.
That's all right. I like humor above all.
I tried to just bully them into saying something romantic
we
about
will
me.
make them cry.
Exactly. Do it.
Yeah.
I kept talking about this, but I said, I know I've met Kelly, and it was right after you burst into the world's attention with American Idol. You came on my late night show, and I watched the clip of it this morning.
I did too.
And I was freaked out.
Oh, not me winning, me on your show. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm saying I watched the clip of you coming on my show.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I only watch things that involve me. And they said, "Don't you want to see Kelly the night she won?" I'm like, "No, I'm not in it."
No, in there.
But they showed it to me, and the first thing that struck me is you are a kid. You're like a child. Yeah. You come out, and then I'm an 11-year-old girl in this clip. I mean, I'm so young too, and I'm like, "Hi, it's Kelly Clarkson, everybody!" And
okay, so that's how I felt like my voice sounded. So we literally, I was telling him earlier, we Googled it because I was like, I know it was like right after Idol, and I was so excited, like in love with him. I was very excited. And
so what happened? I mean,
so
why did what? Why does the love fade so quickly?
No. I mean, just at that moment, I was like, I cannot believe I was so excited to get to do your show. So I was like, it was a huge thing, and I'd never done anything like that. The only thing I'd done is Idol, really.
Right.
So I was very excited, and we looked it up. I was like, I feel like it was like 2003ish, and we looked it up, and that was so it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So we have a date in 20 years to have another interview.
We are allowed to speak to each other once every 20 years.
Once every 20 years, it's allowed. But I had to turn it off because my voice was, you hate your own voice, like your talking voice. Like I don't leave voicemails. I hate my talking voice.
You don't, wait a minute, to a degree that you don't leave a voicemail?
I never leave a voicemail.
How do you feel about being on a podcast?
Here's why I'm okay with this show, and here's why I'm okay with my talk show or any show I do, because I don't watch them or listen to myself back because I'm in it.
Okay.
Like you experienced. So I don't ever, we were just actually discussing this. I never watched myself. So for that reason alone, like, do you like your voice when you hear your voice? Nobody really does, right?
I am not a fan of my voice, but then I talk to other people and they agree that they're also not a fan of my voice. And I've always thought I do not have a good voice for television or radio, and that's the medium that I got into. And which by the way, reminds me, I have a major bone to pick with you, which is I got into being a talk show host because that's the one thing I could do.
Oh.
You became a talk show host, and you're really good at it. and you have so many other incredible possibilities, and you're an amazing singer. That enrages me. It just enrages me because that was all I could do. No one else was saying, why don't do you also have like a 10 octave range? Yeah, but I think I'll just do a talk show.
Hey, you were like, I have been very vocal about this from the very beginning. Like, I was more shocked than anyone. Like, after doing The Voice, they were like, oh, we like how you are on the show, your energy. Like, we think you'd do great at a talk show. You did it. We have this idea. And I was like, oh, thank you. No.
You said no initially.
Twice. Because I was like, I do not think that people will watch. I am not a comedian. I am not a journalist. I have no experience to do this. Like, literally, why would you want me to do this? Like, and so they really, my ex actually really pushed me to do it. He was like, I think you'll be really good at it. And I was like, okay. I was like, and so I tried it. And I will say from the pilot, I think as long as you're a curious person and you love to engage with people, you love to be communicative, like it's kind of an easy job. Like it's fun and you enjoy it.
I would say I sometimes think I can predict who's going to be good at it. And when I heard that you were going to do a show, my first instinct was you're a very warm person, and you're you seem like a real person. And then when I bumped into people that work with you regularly, including the woman who did my makeup today, who worked in the she was just saying she's the best. She's such a nice person. And I think that is half of it is if you can be yourself in front of people and you're a legitimately good person, it's going to work out. And so you have proven me right.
If you are yourself and you're comfortable, then it doesn't really matter. Like, because you don't know. Because I didn't know. Like, people told me afterwards, like, wow, it was successful. Like, that never happens. And I was like, come again? And they were like, oh, this was probably going to fail. And I was like, what?
Wait, they didn't tell you that up front.
I had no idea. Like, ignorance was 100% bliss. I had no idea that statistically I was screwed. Like, it was like I was probably going to fail. So I was like, if I had known that, maybe I would have said no a third time.
No, the only way, what happens in show business is they'll kill you with enthusiasm. So what happens is everyone's like, it's going to be the best. You're going to be amazing. It's the perfect choice for you.
Perfect time.
And what they're really thinking is, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it goes badly, that's their problem.
Yeah.
I'll just cash the check. Yeah. And so you just, but.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't know.
Yeah. It's best not to know.
Yeah. And you just enjoy it and you do it because you like doing it. Yeah.
I'm curious because I want to go way back to.
I feel rude. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be an oscillating fan.
I don't need to focus
I turn my
on
back
us.
on them all the time. When I'm speaking to them in a room that's not being recorded,
Why
I
are
often
you
have
here?
my back turned.
This is the first time we've seen his face.
Yeah.
It's a
And they're not
beautiful
pleased.
face.
No.
Yeah. I was really impressed that I always feel like people with incredible talent on some level know it. They know it subliminally. They just somehow know it. And I was looking back at your story and realized that you got these scholarships to these amazing colleges, Berklee School of Music.
Well, I think in high school, it was I was informed because I was very poor that like a way for me to get to college would be a scholarship. And they were like, you sing well, like if you wanted to go this route that you'd be able to have, if you get to a certain point, like if you make a certain chair or whatever, because it was like opera, like I sing that kind of classical stuff. So, and I absolutely 100% hated it. I love listening to it now. But yeah, when you're 16 and you want to sing I Want to Dance with Somebody, this is not, it's just not the
and
same thing.
And who were you listening to at this point? You were like a huge Alanis Morissette fan, right?
I'm a huge everything fan, like Nirvana, like Whitney, Rosemary Clooney, like Reba McEntire. I love across the board, just like music. I love Metallica. I love a lot of different things. So hence why I cover a lot of different styles of music. But it was told to me if I worked hard and I achieved a certain status that I could get scholarships, like rides, like because I couldn't afford it. There was no way I could afford that. So I did work my tail off, and I achieved that to where I could. It was like UT or UNT. Berklee was something I was very interested in as well. And
to get into Berklee School of Music on a ride, to get a scholarship, that's a big deal.
Well, it's a correction. I just knew there's a correction there. I didn't actually ever end up applying. I just had heard via my music program that like once you achieve this, you could get that. So I didn't.
I'm not impressed podcast at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't.
And I think your whole
actually- I
career has
didn't
been a
ever-
sham.
I didn't.
This podcast is over.
No, I didn't actually ever apply because I ended up.
Right.
I was working at like Six Flags Over Texas, real story, doing the singing and dancing, the shows there, and
Oh,
and
really?
this girl randomly, was crying, and like her roommate bailed on her to move to LA, and so instead of going to college like a teacher's kid, my mom is a teacher, instead of doing that route, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat ramen noodle and sit on a mattress and sleep on a mattress in this random house in LA and just try and make it work.
And you did odd jobs.
I have named something and I've probably done it.
Hitman.
Still time. And don't think I haven't thought about it. I have a list.
I'm sure
If
you
all
do.
goes to shit,
Everyone
the
on the
apocalypse
record
happens.
Everyone in
watch
the
out.
record business has a list. Okay, but I heard that you were a rep for like Red Bull energy drinks.
I was, I was a rep. Yeah, it was cool. You got paid like a good amount of money. It was like, I feel like $12 an hour just to like drive around their truck with their gas money and go on like lakes and be like, hey, y'all want some free product? And then you just get to hang with these people. And
Wait
then
a minute, you
make
hang out
money.
with them afterwards?
That's literally my job. I mean, it's great to be cute and 20, right? Like, or I wasn't 20, I was
I know
like
if
18.
if I did that
but-
now at my age.
Yeah, at 41.
Hi,
it wouldn't
kids. I have treats.
You'd be frowned upon.
Yeah, no, I.
No, I
You'd
think
be
when you're
arrested
18,
upon.
it's a little easier. They're like, yeah, you're cute. Go do that. It was like a great job. Yeah.
So you're working these different jobs, and I know that you were a waitress at like a comedy club.
Hyenas.
Okay. Do you remember like bad tippers? Do you ever channel those people in your mind and think, I am now one of the biggest stars in the world, and you wish you could go back in time and tell that person who left you
No.
35 cents?
I was an idiot and just like, look, when you're poor and like you literally have gone without electricity or like food, when someone tries to walk out on their bill, so I just remember this instance that happened. They left and I chased these individuals, which are grown men. And I was like 18 and chased them out to the car, about to shut the door, put my boot in the door before I could
Oh
not
my
go.
God.
I don't know what you can say on this show, but I said, motherfucker, you forgot something. I was like, because
You can say that on the show. And by the way,
Well-
that's your next song title.
well, yeah, that's my thank you.
Motherfucker, you
Yeah.
got something.
That would have fit really
Didn't
well.
count on me. Sorry.
That would have fit into this record. But no,
It's still time to get into chemistry.
But it's really dangerous. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done it. My boss was angry at me for doing it because he was like, you can get like it's a dark parking lot or whatever. And I was like, they make you cover the ticket. If somebody does that to you,
Right.
you have to cover it. I couldn't afford that. It was
Right.
worth the risk of getting the shit beat out of me. It was like,
No, I completely understand in that period of your life too. There's something about
when you have
being
nothing, you are bold and brave.
right. It's that what is
'Cause
it?
what
When you
else
got
do you
nothing,
have?
you got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So you go for it.
Yeah.
But no, anyone listening, don't do that.
The-
You know what's funny
It's
to
our
me
PSA
is
for
that
the day.
I know. What's interesting to me now is that American Idol and a bunch of these different singing shows like The Voice, they've become such a regular part of the fabric. I remember very clearly, and I was in New York and I was doing the late night show, and I remembered seeing an advertisement for this brand new show called American Idol, and not knowing what it was, and then hearing it's a singing competition show, and like anyone else thinking, well, that'll be around
for 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
like everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm always wrong about things. So of course, it went on to be huge. But what's interesting is your perspective on it as the first person. I'm just curious to hear you talk about the very beginning of American Idol. I know there was some stuff at the very beginning where it almost felt like these people don't really know what they're doing. Like this company doesn't know what they're doing because they're just figuring it out for the first time.
Well, because that there's truth to that, because they had Pop Idol, which was in the UK. Will Young won the first one, and that was kind of the big thing, and it blew up there in the United Kingdom. And then Simon Fuller was not Cal Fuller, was like, oh, I'm going to do this in America and see how it goes over. Well, they weren't sure, and so it blew up, and they didn't really know how to control it. I don't know if
Right.
you've noticed, but geographically speaking, America is enormous compared to the UK. So
Right.
covering all that ground and like all the outlets and like we were literally, someone was always sick with like walking pneumonia or like laryngitis or just that we were overworked. Not because they were mean about it. Everybody just didn't know.
It was a phenomenon.
It was just a phenomenon. So it just blew up and everybody was just trying to keep up with it, right?
I heard, I don't know if it's true that this is the level they were at. They took you guys to a mall, the contestants to a mall.
This is true.
And I've heard this, and it just sounds, now you know that they have a whole system because it's become part of the show business firmament, and it's this
We
big
didn't have
deal.
a stylist on the show until I think like the top 5, maybe.
Right. So
Yeah.
you guys were just doing your own makeup
They
and hair?
dropped us at a mall, the Beverly Center, and
Ooh, that's a
gave
rough
us-
mall. Too.
Gave us
Yeah.
gave us money and said, and it was like I think it was like $200. I don't even know how. It was just like a couple $100 or something like that, and said, okay, go. This is a prize to go get something like for the show. And I am thinking, this show's going nowhere. I'm pocketing this money. I will wear whatever I want. I just wore what I had.
So what did you? So you didn't
I
even
just
spend the money
took
they
the
gave
money.
you?
No, I didn't. I was like, this is like rent money. I was like, I'm not going to waste it on this dumb mall. And like, who cares about? I didn't know. No one knew the show would be what it was. I'm literally the first winner. I had no idea. Like, no one knew. Even after I won, no one knew. No one could have called that, right? I do think the reason why so many successful people are from that particular show is because they're so invested. Simon Fuller, like with the company, the record company, the management,
Right.
the show, like if one succeeds, all the others succeed. So I
Yes.
think that's the brilliance behind that. And honestly, I had a wonderful time. Like I love Simon Fuller. This never happens in the industry, but like he actually let me out of my deal and he didn't have to. And I was, successful. So there was no reason to do that. But he actually let me out because he couldn't actually be there. It was like other people running it, and it just wasn't a good.
That's unheard of in any.
He
That's unheard of in any business, but specifically the music business. For someone to say this is a superstar, a major talent, she wants out. You can go.
I was at MTV Iced Out performing, and I was just in tears on the phone with him going, look, I love you. You're like the kindest person ever, but like I don't work with you on the regular. And I'm just unhappy with who I am working with.
Right.
And he not only said he'd let me out, he also said he'd help me find management and help me out like after. Like and with no ask, like nothing, no
Right.
strings. So I had a very positive experience in that sense.
Right. I will point out he sounds like a terrible businessman.
He's really loaded. So he's doing something right. Once I was like, my friends and I randomly like went like backpacking, like in France, and he was like, literally, this is a real story. He was like, oh, are you near? And I was like, oh my God, you're here too? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'll send my Tinder for you. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, what is it? And this is before the app Tinder. This is a boat, I guess a tiny boat with a bigger boat that comes to get you. And I was like,
A boat that contains another boat?
It's a tiny boat, I guess, from one big yacht to like come get. And I was like, oh man, we roll in different circles. I was like,
Wait a minute.
you don't have to send your Tinder.
You're backpacking with your friends, and
Yeah,
it's
we
like
were
you're going to stay in a youth hostel, and then this guy's like, I'll send my yacht over.
We were definitely staying at just like a normal hotel. Like it was a hospital, but a normal hotel. And I just was like, oh my God, you're good. Like that's not, I feel like a pretty woman. Like, you walk in the store and you don't belong. So I was like, oh, this is not how I roll. So no, I'm good. But I learned what a Tinder was. So
Yeah.
And now it's something completely different.
That's true.
Yeah. It's funny how words change.
I've had no experience with either Tinder.
Me neither.
It came along before my time, so I never had to swipe or anything.
You never, yeah. I just
Never
don't,
did
yeah,
that. I don't
can't.
think I would have done very well in that world.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna venture into there.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, let's give it a shot.
No.
I'm
pretty old fashioned.
Yeah. I want to talk about this album, Chemistry, because I've been listening to it. I listened to it last night, and my daughter is such a massive fan of yours, and she's 19. So I said, they gave me this sneak listen to Kelly
so
Clarkson's
happy to,
new
like,
album.
listen,
And
yeah.
so she got in the car with me, and we drove around, listened to the whole album, and both of us blown away, but my daughter just going on and on about your range and the way you put a song across. And I think this is your 10th. Is this your 10th album?
My 10th. Someone told me that. Yeah.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
someone told me that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had no
I'm
idea.
told I'm delightful.
I am delightful.
Not by anyone here. I hire a guy. But what's amazing to me is I feel like I know great singing when I hear it. And I remembered watching your audition tape, which is out there. It's fascinating to see your audition for American Idol.
Yeah. And it's fascinating to know which one you saw.
What do you mean?
Because they show, they edit and they show you. I think they ended up releasing, but they had me actually sing another song. I came in singing At Last.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah, but then they actually ended up releasing at some point because they found out because they asked me, they're like, oh, that's how you sound a slow song. Can you sing like an up tempo? And like literally every person was singing Itchy, Gitchy, Ya Ya, whatever. The pink, the Lady Marmalade. Marmalade. Every soul in the building was rehearsing that song to sing. So I was like, anything but that song. I was like, so I ended up singing Madonna, Express Yourself, for some odd reason, because that's not like a.
But it clearly went
song
well.
It went fine, but like it's funny because how they edit the show, like nobody even saw that for years.
Well, what's great is watching their reactions because it's, you have the judges there and it's Paula Abdul and and they're like, okay, go ahead. And you come in and you really do look like you've just come in from selling some Red Bull to people in a park.
I literally probably
and
did.
then you start to sing At Last and you just cut to them and it's really fun to see because it's, I don't know. It's like people seeing a UFO. They're just all looking at you. Their reactions are so priceless. They're seeing awesome talent come out of you, which is really cool.
Well, so Randy and Paula were like that with me, but I had to win over the Brit. Like he didn't even remember me. I came back and he literally said, and like, I think I was singing Respect and it was on one of the lives or something. And I was like, oh, you can't hear that enough. He was like, I don't even remember you. And I was like, thank you. That is so great.
Well, it's funny. His job was kind of to be that way. And it's nice because
I had also changed my hair color though. So I think he just honestly did not recognize me or remember me at all. Was not impressed by my voice at first. And I think
what do you mean? What are you talking about? I
think I won him
over.
Like
this crazy operatic voice. What do you mean?
I'm telling you, but I literally got off stage and I was like, well, you can't hear that enough. It was like, I don't remember you. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather suck and be memorable than but not memorable.
Yeah. Well, he wears sweaters with no t-shirt underneath and that.
No, he's like such a fan now. He's so nice.
Oh, now he's come around.
I had to win him over.
Yeah, sure.
No,
now
I won
he's
him over on this show. I won him over on this show, but I think it took a minute. Yeah.
This album that you've done, Chemistry, is about really personal stuff in your life.
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of great music comes from.
Tragedy.
Historically, but must be. I know that you wrote some of these songs maybe a year and a half ago.
2.5 to 3. I literally had to sit on it because my label loved the work, but I was like, I can't sit and do this. I'm not ready. Like, I'm saying, to talk about it. Like, so and now I just needed to wait until, we were through it and then I could do it. But so it's weird to listen to now because it's.
Do you feel like it's all because you went through this traumatic, separation, divorce? Is that and obviously I'm not a songwriter or know anything about it, but is that at all therapeutic to write about it?
It's only therapeutic. That's the 100% the reason why I did it. Like, I wrote so many songs, and I think we all process things differently. And for me, like, even when I was a kid, I had funny enough, I had a problem communicating, and really good at it now. but I had a problem with it, and my mom like shoved a journal in front of me and was like, "Why don't you write?" And so I started writing poetry, and I noticed that that's how I would process my feelings or what I was feeling, or I just didn't know sometimes because there's so many. It just feels chaotic sometimes up here. So then it turned into music, and so a lot of that was just me doing it selfishly. But then you realize, like, a lot of people, unfortunately, will relate to, statistically, a shit ton of us relate to a divorce rate. So, and just loss in general, grief in general. So I picked the ones that I felt weren't so literal and okay, because we have children. So I picked the ones that were okay that I felt like, and then I put those out. But
now, but the ones that are super literal,
those are for me.
And they're probably just super specific. And so
super duper specific.
Right. On August 5th.
A lot of anger. Yeah. Just a lot of anger. I think a couple of the angry songs made it, but they weren't the ones that were like, no, code red over. Divorce in general is hard. Separation, grief, loss, all of that is hard. I think the worst part, though, is when you feel alone. Like, I don't even hang out with anybody that's really like my main group of friends, like aren't married, don't have children, aren't in the public eye. Like none of the things that tick the boxes that I am. So, which is awesome. That's why we make a fun group. But at the same time, when you're going through something so horrendous and so publicly, there's no way to like describe that. Like I just saw your shirt. I'm sorry. That's amazing. I caught my eye. That's amazing. But
I can get
no
you one.
way, thank you.
It's a Conan shirt, and they're very sexy.
I love it. It's amazing.
Very sexy.
I'm so ADHD, like squirrel. Sorry. But I think when you're that isolated, and I think everybody relate COVID, right? People are so isolated. Like I think that's the worst, to not feel like you can connect with another being and like heal in that sense. And I think that's why we all do crave, like maybe it's not marriage or maybe it's not whatever society tells you, but we do crave companionship and because you need to connect, and you need to, it's almost a process of healing, I think, for me. Do you have an instrument that you use, a musical instrument, when you are trying to work something out? Do you use a guitar or use a piano? I'm a horrible guitarist. And I like literally I played one tour and then I found out like halfway through they were like not putting it in. Like I was like, and I found out they were like not putting it in the mix, and they were like, "Well, we just knew, you're learning." So like, and I was like, "Oh my god,
I killed that solo." No one heard it.
I was rocking on low tonight. I was like, I felt it, and then I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna let the professionals do it." So I know chords like enough to like write if I need to on a guitar or piano, but honestly, most things, especially this record, most of it was a cappella, just lyrics and melody flowing out of me, and then we worked a track around it. And sometimes I call like I literally sent out like a code red, like any artist friends that I knew that were producers or writers. I was like, please send me anything you have that's like, even if it's like a random guitar riff idea or just anything that, because I was needing to get all of this out. And I just needed different moods and different like perspectives musically. So I wrote like that too. But it's the lyrics and melody are me. I love that you worked with, and I did not see this coming, but one of my all-time idols is Steve Martin. I absolutely adore Steve Martin. I can't believe he said yes. And he had a huge impact on my comedy and my life. And then I find out that, I mean, I always knew he's an amazing banjo player. Yeah. And I hear about this collaboration that you did with Steve Martin, which you would have never. What? Like, that doesn't even make sense. But it sounds great. Yeah. And the song is. So the song is "I Hate Love," and in the song, so I wrote. I sure. How are you feeling these days? It was a really sunny day. No, and why I hate love is not that I hate love. It's that you hate what love can do. Mm-hmm. You know, and especially so in the second verse. You watch The Notebook, right? And you're like, oh, that's so beautiful. James Garner crying, like all the things. You're like, this is achievable. And then you see reality in like a movie like It's Complicated with like Meryl Streep, Steve Martin, Alec Baldwin. It's one of my favorite movies. And that's more real life. And so I just thought it was funny to play off of those. I'm very much inspired by art, like whether it's music or movies or art or whatever. And so I played off that. And then the lyric, it's like, I'll take Steve Martin over Gosling. Like I'm basically like throwing Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan Gosling. But I was making. I dated him for a while, okay. And it's was it good for you? Or? No, okay. It's really yeah. I know it's not The Notebook, is it? Underwhelming lover. So anyway, I made this reference of Steve Martin in it, and that I would choose Steve Martin over Gosling, and I literally looked at Jesse Shack, my producer. I was like, do you think? Because I know he's a badass musician. I was like, do you think in some world he would agree to play on this? Because it's kind of a pop punk song, and banjo I thought would be cool on it. And and it is. And it is. And so anyway, he said yes. I know. And I didn't get to go to the studio with him. I still never met him. Jesse got to. I was working. It's so funny. You brought up The Notebook, and I just have to relate that Ryan Reynolds was on the show. Do you remember this? Ryan Reynolds was on the show once. Burned into my memory forever. So Ryan Reynolds was on our show, and he had this idea. He said, let's recreate this scene from The Notebook. So I'm wearing the blue dress. In the rain. Yeah. They're yelling at each other. And they're yelling at each other in the rain. Yeah. You came back for me. Yeah. And Ryan Reynolds is doing Ryan Gosling, and
it culminates with the two of us, and it was shot in this like beautiful filmic style to exactly match the movie.
Oh my gosh.
And I am, what's the actress?
You're Rachel McAdams.
I'm Rachel
character.
McAdams,
Yeah.
and my hair is just matted down, and I'm wearing the same dress.
How was your ugly cry?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was really ugly, and
Nailed it.
but it ends with Ryan Reynolds and I had just agreed that we were going to rush each other and start making out. So we start making out, and we're making out for what?
It felt like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But it was maybe just
And
like
it's- you can-
a minute.
You can
which
see
is
it on the
still
internet,
long.
but Ryan.
Giving it the old college
No,
try,
I
huh?
just you go for it. And Ryan Reynolds at one point has this move where he's reaching over and he's doing, he's kind of twiddling my ear.
Yeah.
And so we just
That's
both
one of his
went-
moves.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So
Okay.
I learned a lot about him.
And myself
Yeah,
that day.
exactly. And so we done, cut, we got it. And I'm just like, all right, what's next? And I move on. And my wife had watched the whole thing happen. She saw it on TV that night. She watched it and she said, yeah, that ruined both of you for me.
Like collectively at the same time.
I no longer like, I'm no longer, I don't like you.
I'm unattracted to both
I like,
of you.
yeah, I now find you both horrific. But
I think that's amazing.
well, it was a good experience.
It's amazing how long it lasted.
Oh yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah,
long.
I went, just
All right.
just go for it. You just got
When you know that's coming, do you use a mint? Do you put a mint in your mouth or?
I actually, just to get him, had a burrito. I had a very
Like garlic?
a rare garlic burrito, all garlic.
Yeah.
Because what did I care?
Yeah.
Do you guys still talk at all?
Do you
Yeah.
still kiss?
We
Or-
let's just say we text a lot. I'll just leave it alone.
that
at that
kind of relationship.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is funny how.
I
the
love
ex-
people that go for the joke. That's the beauty of comics. That's why I loved actually being a cocktail waitress in a comedy club. I love to put your pride or everything aside, ego, and just be like, hell, why not? Like I love that. There's nothing more attractive.
Why are you saying we put our pride aside?
Well, no, I mean,
Oh,
I know
Conan,
exactly.
some
I mean,
people
there's a
have
lot.
pride that they have to put aside.
and I know a lot
What's
of
this pride thing?
Oh, no.
I know a lot of straight dudes would be like, no, I don't want people to think like, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, guy, nobody's thinking
Oh.
about you that much anyway. But like, it's like, but I
Right.
love that people. I think that it's the most it's the most attractive thing. I'm sorry about a person to be so comfortable.
I imagine I'm always trying to look for what's the connection between different artistic forms, and what I do know is, and I know that it applies to what you do in music, is and also on your talk show, when it's time to go, you just go. You look at all the different things that you've been through in your life and in this recent in your personal life recently, and people might say, well, how do you keep going? It's because you take it moment to moment to moment. I'm going to take this and I'm going to write this song, then I'm going to write that song, I'm going to move to this moment, then to that moment.
Well, that's interesting you said that because that's literally. I think everybody had a hard time during COVID. They tried to keep our show going, and well, we did. But like from my ranch in Montana, which had very poor internet and like could not be a more remote location in the mountains. And I'm traipsing through snow. My marriage is falling apart. No one knows. I'm learning all these songs. I'm doing this other stuff for music thing. Like it's like just shit is hitting the fan. And all the while, you're like, what's up, America? And you're smiling and you're
Yeah.
I think a lot of us have to do that, whatever vocation you choose, like whatever your job is. Like I think a lot of us have to do that sometimes. But what I found helpful is I would be like truth, like completely bawling, like
Yeah.
right before we would be shooting and be like, how do I fix this? Like,
Mhm.
and then we'd start and we'd like, let's say cover like an HI story and some amazing human would come on the screen and just say how they went from something maybe tragic and did something that usually maybe people would find cheesy or something, but it's so healing.
Mhm.
And I think when you step outside yourself and not necessarily compartmentalize it, but just let it go for a moment because it seems so huge, and then you focus on someone else, it kind of changes the perspective on everything in your life.
course,
and it kind
yeah,
of is
yeah.
healing in a
Yeah.
sense, but it's hard to keep smiling.
Right.
There was one time when I was like, I never cancel. I'm not that person. And I was like, I can't actually fix this. Like I looked like oh God, put her in a jacket. Like I was like, it was real bad. I was
Right.
really sad. And so we had to like cancel.
And I know that's
one day.
so rare for you. Because
is, yeah.
I've actually seen footage of you at some award show and you're performing your ass off. And I know that I later heard the backstory, which is that you needed to have an appendectomy. Didn't they the
Award
doctors?
shows are like the death for me. You don't understand. Like that happened. Yes. Like my appendix was about to burst. I literally went into surgery hours later. Something else happened the other time I was doing it. My first performance ever on the Grammys. This is a real story. I was called right as I was leaving for the Grammys, being picked up by my publicist at the time, Roger Wadnowski, and was told I had cancerous results. And I was like, and cancer like runs in our family, like ovarian, cervical, like just the gamut, breasts, everything. And I was like, what? And the whole day was ruined because I just couldn't stop crying because I was like, wait, I haven't done so much like in my life. I was like, and it just was the worst day ever. True story. The next morning, I called back to schedule because I was like, I can't. They're like, we need you to come in now. I was like, well, I'm going to be performing on the Grammys. So, and it was like a huge moment for any kid that grows up watching. That's like the epic thing for you. And literally called the next morning for like what I needed to do next. And they were like, oh, we're so sorry. Those were actually someone else's results.
No.
Jesus.
No.
And I was like, you?
No.
First of all, my first thought was like, who did you tell they were fine?
Right.
And now you're calling them and telling them they have cancer. Like, I'm like, wait, what? And then
They called Clark Kellison.
and then I was like, I know. And then
We're so sorry, Clark.
but I'm just telling you, award shows get ruined for me. They're like sometimes I don't want to go because I'm like, what the hell is going to happen to me? Like, because something always happens. I feel like, and I won that night.
Oh my God.
And then I won again, and then I just kept crying because I was like, God's giving me this before He takes it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I had to have my
Thank
makeup.
you, God, for this one last.
I was
What? I get to live?
Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, your performance was because of you," because it's an emotional song in general. They were like, "It was so beautiful," and I was like, "That's because I thought I was dying," and I was like so worried. And they had to redo my makeup 3 times. I'm like, "You people ruined an entire moment to like for me," and I award shows in general, like shit always happens to me. I don't know. I'm always afraid to say yes, like because who knows what's gonna happen.
My favorite my award show moment was I was working. Well, there's a bunch of crazy things that have happened, but I was working on an award show once and emceeing it, and had to do kind of like a song and dance number. And I can sort of like hold a tune if necessary in a comedic way. So it was all fine. But then it was important that I hit this note at the end.
Yeah.
And so they said, you know about this, but they said, what we're going to do is we're going to get you into the Capitol Records building. The orchestra is there. That's going to be.
Did you do it while they were playing?
And yeah, it was the greatest thing in the world. And what they did is they had me sing it there. So they had it on this track.
Yeah.
But then they had me hit this one note. So I was going to sing it live, but then at the end go, so welcome to I got to hit this note up there and hold it, which I don't do. It'd been piece of cake for you, but I don't do that. So they auto-tuned it, and then they did this thing where they extend it for a long time, so it looks like I'm really holding the note.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, so Conan, just get to that part, and then get to there, and then go and get down on one knee and mime it, and we'll slide it across, and it'll look like you hit it. Okay, so I do the whole bit, I do all the jokes, then I go into the song, then I hit the note, and the crowd, was really liked it, and they were like, yeah, woo! And I walk off stage, and Barry Manilow is standing there, and he's looking at me, and he says, hey, man, you hit that note and held it. And I said, auto-tune pre-record. And he went, oh, and walked away. Like I had farted,
He was so impressed and then rejected it.
He went from, wow, that was, and then his face felt like he'd had a stroke. And he just turned and walked away. And I'm like, yeah. He was just like, oh, you sicken me. Yeah, it was a fun moment for me.
Oh my God, artists do that.
Hey, do me a favor. Will you not have 20 years go by before we talk again?
I know.
I would love to.
20
And you know
years.
what? One of the reasons I got to come visit you is because you're moving your show to New York. You're going to be in my old studio where we did late night from 93 to 2009.
Yeah.
So for 16 years, I was in that place. That place is near and dear to my heart.
That's where I met you.
That's where we met.
I know.
And you said, I'll see you in 20 years.
I couldn't believe it had been 20 years. I was like, jeez.
You said, I'll see you in 10 albums, sucker. But Letterman was in that studio before me, and he did his iconic show there. There's a lot of
They told me the history of it. I
yeah.
was
Tom
excited.
Snyder was there, interviewed John Lennon in that room.
Wow.
That is a very famous
Special
studio
room.
that has magical mojo. So I'm really
That's
happy that
awesome.
you're going in there. It makes me happy.
Oh, I
So,
am too. I'm
yeah.
very happy too. Yeah.
Well, the album Chemistry will. I think when this drops, it doesn't drop.
It drops June 23rd.
It's a pod. No, I'm saying the podcast. I'm so confused about what to say because
Kind
it's
of falls with a bit of a thud.
yeah,
It
kind
really
of
gets released.
tumbles out.
You can say
Release.
drops. It's cool.
Yeah, by the
Release?
time this. Well, don't tell me it's cool.
Okay.
Because then it's not.
Because then it's not. Thank you.
Oh my God, wait,
It's
can
out.
I say something real quick? I just found this out in a podcast yesterday. Do y'all know, I'm going to sound like an idiot. Do you know, before anyone answers, what Netflix and chill is? Like, do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Well, I think it's let's get it on, as the kids used to say. You didn't know that?
Did y'all know that?
Yeah, it's like a way of saying let's do it.
Yeah.
My friend was like, yeah, that's like getting a text like, you up? And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? I have been saying, I'm more of a Netflix and chill girl. Like,
No, Kelly. That means
I
no.
have been
It doesn't
saying
mean what you
this.
think.
I am aware as of like 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. And I'm
No.
like, oh my God, I have been saying like, oh, I'm like a Netflix and chill person. Like, I just thought it meant
Yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like a booty call thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, let's just watch Netflix and chill is code for, that'll be on in the background. My other one,
I had no idea. And I have been out here for like a minute going, I know I'm like low key. I'm like Netflix and chill kind of girl. And they're all like, all right, girl.
yeah. I'm kind of a Hulu and Screw guy.
I gotta be honest with you, I'd be down for either, but like I'm up for the occasion, but like I just didn't know. I
I'm
was
just
like,
a peacock and just a peacock.
Yeah. It's kind of sets itself up and
Yeah.
lays itself out.
Well, Kelly, I hope I
Anyway.
see you again soon. You are, you're everything you were when I met you 20 years ago. You're just still incredibly talented. Obviously, that doesn't go away, but you're a very warm, real person, and you're funny, and you're still yourself. You're still the person that ran down the street after those people that ran out on the tab, and
Don't try
and I
and
know you've
screw
been, I know you've been through a lot, but
Yeah.
I know better times are coming. So,
Yeah.
and I'm happy for you.
Man, they're already here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson, everybody.
Thank you. Oh my God, I literally found that out yesterday.
You just found it out?
It was with Glenn and
What a lovely person.
Isn't
No,
she?
she's lovely.
Wait a minute. What the hell is all that about? There are really good audiences out there. I'm stuck with you people.
Oh,
Wow. They don't do that when I walk down the hall.
no. They
Aw.
hide.
You're not Kelly Clarkson.
No.
I'm
Clark
sorry.
Kellison.
I have some bad news for you.
Hello, Clark Kellison here. You told me my results were fine. What?
Listen,
on, you
it's
gotta
time
take-
to get down to some business.
Oh, we're going to get down to some business, are
Yes,
we?
Right.
What kind of business?
We got to sell some products.
Hey, you know what? Not we gotta, we get to.
You're right, boss.
We get to. You know what I like, Sona, don't you?
I want to say you like cell phones.
No.
Oh.
I like good. That's too vague.
I'm
going to
sorry.
be more specific.
Okay.
Because you've been drinking. I like good, reliable coverage.
There you go.
And I like, thanks a lot. You're a big help here. It is possible with T-Mobile. Now, Blay, you are a loyal T-Mobile fellow.
I
Tell
am,
us
yeah,
about your
for-
experiences.
For many years, yeah. I actually use T-Mobile. I live stream my hikes. I like to live stream. This is actually true. And
No one doubted that it was true.
Yeah, everyone
They
believed
just
you.
Believe it or not.
there was a sadness
Yeah.
about it. That was all.
Everyone believed it.
But it's great. I go.
I like to go connect with nature and live stream it.
It's fun. I go. I have this great 2-hour loop I do, and I bring people.
Sorry, did
along.
you say great?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we play games like What's This Tree? and we rate dogs and stuff that I see on my hike. And I also, there's a lot of big houses around where I live. I live in an apartment, but we try to guess how much each one of those houses cost.
What a
I'm
gripping
watching.
live stream.
And it's really fun and fantastic.
Very good.
With T-Mobile,
Hey.
I get great service.
You get that 5G coverage, right?
5G is the good one.
Yeah.
What other G's are you familiar with?
Yeah.
There's the 4, the 3,
Yeah.
and the 2, right?
Blay, the use of your time worries me.
Okay.
But I think the message we should take away from it is that T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anyone else. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, and talk about on the go, this is what Thoreau intended when he said, go take a walk in the woods, was to live stream it.
It makes me feel like I'm in The Legend of Zelda. So I
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Like it.
Okay, well.
Yeah, he got that.
It's going from sad to sadder. Anyway,
Zelda.
I'm 95 years old.
You want to
No, if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. They're the largest and fastest 5G network. Experience America's largest and fastest 5G network for yourself. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's T-Mobile.com/SEEWHY. That's right. I spelled it out. Fastest based on median overall combined 5G speeds, according to analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data for Q1 2023. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Let's bring out someone very special to us, shall we?
Who would that be?
It's your assistant, David Hopping.
Oh, my other assistant, because Sona is usually busy.
Oh.
And so I have David Hopping. David Hopping! David, quick question. Did you
Yes.
get to meet Kelly Clarkson?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay. We were driving today together, and we're listening to Kelly's new album, Chemistry. At one point, we finished like the third or fourth song, and I said, "Oh, that song's that's really good." And you looked at me and said, "It's impossible for Kelly to have a bad song."
It's true. It's true.
I know, but you are such a fanatic. It must have been nice to meet her.
It is. I brought a vinyl. She signed it for me.
Oh.
I didn't ask you if I could do that because I didn't want to risk you saying no. So I just brought it.
Well, now I look like a controlling asshole to everybody.
I
So
taught
the
you
answer
well.
is I would like it, and I will shred it in front of you.
Oh, that's sad.
No, I would have said yes. But
I know
you
you
really,
would've.
so you really were afraid to ask me if you could
no,
bring a
I
vinyl?
actually wasn't.
Oh, you just forgot.
Yeah, I just forgot.
Okay.
It's easier to say I'm afraid than I forgot.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad you met her. Isn't she
Thank
nice?
you. She is really nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, please.
You let it. You made it happen. He told me yesterday. He was like, "You're gonna get one-on-one time," and then I wasn't sure if it was a bit or if it was true, and it was true.
Why do you and Sona always think that my acts of kindness are a cruel joke?
Why?
He did
Would
go to
we
say-
ever
They
think
are.
that?
Yeah.
He said something
Why?
nice earlier, and I started getting super defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I try to
And
be
it actually
nice,
was
I
nice.
promised you one-on-one time with Kelly Clarkson, and I half meant it. But I knew that I would be able to swing it. Yeah.
Oh, thank
And
you.
she's so nice. She's not
so
one of those people
nice.
that's going to say, "No, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I've performed what I needed to do. Now I'm gone." She's just a lovely person.
Yeah.
Where is she now? She's gone.
I think she's working the hallway because they gave her such a great reception when she walked out. So how can we help you, David?
I think you're going to take some questions from.
I have no idea what's happening. I don't know
Yeah.
why you.
If anyone
I thought
has a
you were bringing
question
me-
for Conan.
I honestly thought you were bringing me my lunch.
If anyone has a question, raise your hand.
So when's your new HBO Max show start?
Oh, thank you for asking. I shot this show. As you know, we do this podcast, and then we talk to famous folk like Kelly Clarkson. But then usually in the middle of the week, I talk to anyone in the world who just wants to talk to me. And so the idea was many of these conversations, as you guys know, because you're there, end with them saying, well, Conan, if you're ever in Nigeria, stop on by. And they say it kind of like a joke. So what we decided to do is a show that HBO Max said they wanted to do where I talk to them, you see a minute or two clip of that, and then I show up at their door and I get involved in their life, the Conan remote style, where I'm literally going through their kitchen and tearing open their closets and then trying to help them achieve what it is they wanted to achieve or work out a problem they have with their mom, which is an episode that we shot in Bangkok. And so we shot some of them, and then the writer's strike came, And so we shut everything down. And so until the Writers Guild is satisfied and they get a good, because I started out as a TV writer, and so I'm backing them 1,000%. Until they get what they want, the show will sort of stay in limbo. And then whenever that gets resolved, we can, I hope, finish it up. All of us right now in this business are just waiting to see what's going to happen. But there was a trailer that's out there that people can check out if they want.
It's called Conan O'Brien Must Go.
Yeah.
And
Never a truer
really
statement.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
People do like a title that shits on me. So that should be coming along at some point. This time is what you're hearing is David walking.
Hi. Have you spoken to Jordan, and how is he?
Well, it's so funny because wherever I go, people want to know how Jordan's doing. Or no, actually what they want to know is, why isn't Jordan with you right now? And I always say, because I want to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Jordan is, and this is true. What's amazing about Jordan Schlansky is people do these deep dives on the Jordan Schlansky remotes and the adventures that we've had together. And they see that I get irritated with him. And a lot of people think, well, it's got to be an act. And you'll back me up on this, Sona.
Yeah.
It's not an act.
It's not an act.
He is a very irritating fellow.
I wish it was an act.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was, for years at our show, driving people up the wall with his long, pompous explanations of how to make the best latte. And then we just realized that when I talk to this guy, it's kind of magical. And then we've had all these adventures together over the years, and everyone wants more. They want more Jordan Schlansky. But I'm constantly bumping into people who said, my family and I just did like 4 hours of you and Jordan. And I think, why? Why would you watch me and this very irritating man drive each other insane? But it is pure, and I do try to explain that to people.
Yeah.
I think that's why it works. I don't think you could make up a person like Jordan Schlansky.
No. You recently launched a channel on Samsung TV, and he went to New York and just handed ice cream out to people.
Yeah.
And just drove around New York just handing out ice cream.
Yeah.
And I think it was very popular.
Yes, it was. People really liked it. It's, I don't understand. He's been asked, because he has fans like the band Rush really liked Jordan, and Jordan likes Rush. So they asked Jordan to come out and like open their show by just appearing and waving.
My God. I'm scared how many common interests Jordan and I have.
Oh, you're a big Rush fan?
I do love Rush. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was
what?
It sounded judgy. Like you
Not
were
at
like,
all.
"Oh, you like Rush? Okay."
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Geddy Lee, he's great.
You can't just say someone's name in the band to prove you like the band.
Anywho, no, they're great. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Anywho, Jordan, that's the important thing, and he's not Rush, and he's out there, and there'll be more Jordan, and he will reemerge. Right now, things have just gotten a little quiet with this writer's strike, and they'll remain that way until it gets resolved. Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, Conan. Sona,
Hello.
Matt.
Hi.
Will there be a Chill Chums season 2?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Dave Grohl for being here.
Oh my God!
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
I get it all the time.
It is absolutely amazing.
Wow.
For a second, I thought it is so cool. I know we have a cool podcast, but the fact that Dave Grohl would sit in the back.
My friends make fun of me all the time, and they're like, guys, Dave Grohl's here at the bar, free drinks. I'm like, I cannot cover this at all whatsoever.
You kind of sound like him, too.
No, and you know what? I've met him many times, and the resemblance is actually striking. You could get away with all kinds of stuff.
I was at a wine tasting once, and the sommelier was like, as a side gig, I take photos for a bottle rock, and I'm his photographer. I'm like, I met him before. I'm like, oh, that's sick. Like, what's he like? He's like, he's so nice, but he's a little bit taller than you. And I'm like, oh, great, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I just think if I were you, I'd be out signing checks in his name, renting limos and not paying for them.
I got a free Denny's Grand Slam once. I'm writing on that.
I remembered once that years and years ago, there was someone who was pretending to be me and driving around in a limo and charging things. And I'm like, of all the people you can choose to pretend to be, like, who says I'm Conan O'Brien? Apparently, he didn't even look that much like me, but he was riding around saying, yeah, Conan's the name, O'Brien, see? Put it on my account. And I don't know why that would work, but apparently it did. You should all try it.
Yeah.
Well, sir, who looks strikingly like Dave Grohl, I think even handsomer, and that's a compliment to you, not to Grohl. Tell me, what is your question?
He already asked it.
He asked about Chill Chums. He
Will
asked if we're
there
gonna have
be a
another
Chill
season
I know,
of
but I
Chill
couldn't
Chums.
listen to the question.
Oh.
I couldn't listen to the question because I was saying, shit, it's Dave Grohl. What the fuck is he doing here? And so the question just went out of my head.
Oh.
It was, is there a plan for a new Chill Chums this summer?
There is.
Yeah.
There's
there
going
is.
to be a Chill Chums this summer.
It's in the books, as a matter of fact. We've
Yeah,
got it
it has been,
scheduled.
the date has been set, and we will record a Chill Chums, and it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a really fun time.
Yeah.
I have a question because you, sir, Mr. Grohl, brought this up, which is, will there be alcohol again this time?
Oh, yeah. I've already started working up a cocktail.
Oh, cool.
Because the one last time was lethal,
Yeah.
and Sona very quickly was blotto.
Yeah.
And this is true, right?
My tolerance is really low, and I had one of it, and I was feeling no pain. It was
Right.
great. I'm totally down for another, or we could take edibles. No.
I'd be down for that.
Well, of course, we'll have to check with the sponsor.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry. You can have that.
That sounds like, no, my AA sponsor. That's the sponsor I meant.
Yeah.
No, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
That was fun. I remembered I was cautious. I sipped slowly because I'm a broadcast professional.
Oh, we didn't sip.
No, we
were chugging.
You guys were chugging, and those were amazing drinks you made.
Thank you.
They were fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta live up to it. I haven't quite arrived there yet. I don't know. I'm concocting. I'm working on it. Get off my back.
I'm threatened by any man that says, I'm concocting. Get off my back.
You're already working on it.
Well, I'm always working on alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's a good man over there. Yes. Anyone else who looks like a very famous rock and roll star want to say anything?
Hi, I'm
Hey,
Tim.
what's your name?
Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Elise, my wife right here.
Hey, Elise, how are you?
Really loved you, Conan.
Thank you.
Sona, Matt, love you guys.
Oh, I love you too.
I was
Well, we
wondering.
don't know them, so how can we love them? But I know he's right. We love you.
Thank you. I was wondering, will you guys be doing any Comic-Con stuff in the future?
Well, here's the deal. We, for many years, did Comic-Con every year through the late night show. And that was really fun because no late night show had done Comic-Con before. There's an amazing theater in downtown San Diego called the Spreckles, which is an old vaudeville theater that the Marx Brothers performed in. And I mean, just this classic, great 1920s venue. And we would do shows that were all Comic-Con themed, and they were so much fun.
Mhm.
You were there for all those.
There's probably some of my favorite shows you've ever done.
There are some of my favorite cold opens. We would shoot these incredible
Yeah.
pieces that parodied Mad Max, and we would use like film cameras, and we would really go to town, and we did my origin stories.
Oh my God.
And the audience was packed with people who had been at Comic-Con all day, so the audience was just filled with Wonder Womans and Hulks and Batmans, and I mean, it was absolutely so much fun to do.
It was.
And then the question becomes, now there's not a late night show, but there's a podcast, but is there a way that we could go back? And I'd be very intrigued because I loved going there. I love the energy of it. It's one of the greatest fan bases of all time. And I think it kind of neatly meshes with our style of comedy. I think there's like a nice symbiotic relationship where we're fans of a lot of these films too. And it worked really nicely. So I'd love to say that, yes, in the future, there's no plan right now, but in the future, I'd love to get back to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And,
I met my husband after one of those shows, after one of the week of shows.
That's right. Tell me what happened.
We were walking around. We had just finished a week of shows, and we were walking, and me and a friend of mine were walking around the actual Comic-Con floor. And then my friend knew the friend that Tack was walking with, and then we met, hit it off, and then
right away, did you know?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but like 2 years later, we were married.
You
But
guys
it was
both met
Comic-Con.
your spouses on
Through-
Conan
yeah,
show
through the
related
shows.
things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met my wife shooting a segment for Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and you through the Conan show at TBS.
Yes.
So it is the greatest dating site of all time. If anyone's looking for their special person, just come hang out with me, and I guarantee you'll meet them within 7 years. Yeah, that's really the best I can do. 7 years. My lawyers have said you really can't overpromise. So I think that's it for today, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. I do want to say, well, first of all, thanks to Kelly Clarkson for being here because
Yes.
I love her.
I love her too.
Incredibly talented. Thanks to T-Mobile for helping make this all possible. They're very. This doesn't happen unless we get our sponsors.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. And I also want to thank you guys. You were a great audience. You were really nice. You were right up there with the audience that's in the hall. That works for me. Seriously, thank you all very much. And come on, see us next time. Thanks a lot.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. With Conan O'Brien, Sonam Movsesian, and Matt Gorley. Produced by me, Matt Gorley. Executive produced by Adam Sachs, Nick Liao, and Jeff Ross at Team Coco, and Colin Anderson and Cody Fisher at Earwolf. Theme song by The White Stripes. Incidental music by Jimmy Vivino. Take it away, Jimmy. Our supervising producer is Aaron Blair, and our associate talent producer is Jennifer Samples. Engineering by Eduardo Perez. Additional production support by Mars Melnick. Talent booking by Paula Davis, Gina Batista, and Britt Kahn. You can rate and review this show on Apple Podcasts, and you might find your review read on a future episode. Got a question for Conan? Call the Team Coco hotline at 323-451-2821 and leave a message. It too could be featured on a future episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever fine podcasts are downloaded.
Let's face it, we live in the future. The future!
Mm-hmm.
So why are you settling? You deserve 5G coverage in more places and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get it. Let's say you're stuck in traffic or catching up with friends and family. You can trust T-Mobile to help you stay connected while you're on the road. I think this all the time. I like to go ballooning sometimes, you know?
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
balloonist, an aerialist, if you will.
Sure.
I like to float around and I want to make sure that I have my phone with my T-Mobile coverage in case something goes wrong with the balloon. Let's say a bird pierces it. That happened once. It was a swallow. Anyway, the balloon started to go down. I panicked, but I was calm because I had T-Mobile coverage. I made a few calls. I was rescued. Everything went well thanks to T-Mobile. Please don't look into that story. But it is true about T-Mobile. They're the best. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than anybody else. So if you need great coverage, especially when you're on the go, check out T-Mobile. They're the largest and fastest 5G network. Experience America's largest and fastest 5G network for yourself. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/CY. That's T-Mobile.com/SEEWHY. Conan O'Brien does not go ballooning. That was made up. Fastest based on median overall combined 5G speeds, according to analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data for Q1 2023. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.